Hello and welcome back to looking at Google Docs and formatting options. This is part 3 as we look at some of the features that are available to us. Today, let's look at our text and all the cool things that we can do to it. First, I'm going to enlarge my space so we can see it a little easier. And then I want to show you there's 2 ways that you can get to these settings, among others, and varying things that you can do very simply with the font that you choose. We're going to look at bold and italic and underline. They are most easily found up here on the toolbar. If you hover over each of these, they will tell you exactly what they are and what the shortcut is, if you are so inclined into those shortcuts. Bold is going to do exactly what it sounds like. It makes the text bold. It makes it darker. Italics is going to slant that text, whatever it may be. And underline is going to underline it. This is not anything cryptic or rocket science, but here's the first place you're going to find those features. Now, they are also found, if you are so inclined, up here under Format. Now, right over here with Text, along with a couple of other things that I want to point out so you know where they are. Bold is Control B, and it's right here. It does the same thing as the button we just looked at on the toolbar. Same with Italic, same with Underline. Strike Through gives you a different effect, and it puts a line through everything that you've just typed, if that's what you're looking for. Superscript gives you exponents if you're trying to work with math or other formulas and need something superscript, that will do that. Subscript, if you're working with chemical formulas or sciencey kinds of material, is right there. Under that, you can decrease and increase the font size one chunk at a time if you want to. You can also get to capitalization. This is really handy if you've ever had caps lock on and you realize it and you don't want to retype the whole paragraph or line or sentence or even just word. You can highlight whatever it is you wanted to change and bring it over here back to title case, or make it all uppercase, or make it all lowercase, depending on what mistake you made that you're trying to fix. Okay, so let's play with that. And to do that, let's go in here and pick another font. If you want a font that you don't see in your list, you're going to go to More Fonts. One more bonus feature. You can search those fonts based on what kind of a font it is. I think handwriting font today. You can sort after you've sorted the style by popularity, alphabetical order, date added, or trending, and you can see what's new and cool out there. I'm going to go with the first one because, why not? This is Cedarville Cursive, which is apparently the new cool thing. So, get my cursor to work here as it all comes back together. Really? No. Okay, I don't want to be in headers and footers. That's another video for another day. Oh, and my font color is white, so it's going to be a problem. Let's change that back so we can see it. And let's increase this nice and big. This is Cedarville. What's the name of it? Cedarville Cursive. Now, I have this in all caps. Nah, I really don't want that in all caps. So I'm going to hit Control A, which will select everything. I'm going to be sure that that's still my font. I'm going to go back up here to Format. Here's an excellent use of this capitalization piece. I just want it title case. It's going to make both of the words, the first letter, capitalized. That's all. I don't need it uppercase. I don't have to retype it. It's all right there. Now, I'm going to make it bold so it shows up a little more. You'll notice what that does. I can also take and make it italics, which is kind of redundant when you've got a cursive font. And notice it doesn't do much with this one. We'll demonstrate on another one. And I can underline it. Very rarely do you want to do all 3 of these things. One of those 3 features is generally enough and depends on what it is you're trying to do. So let's look at another font. Let's put this in Arial. Take it off at caps lock. Let's put it in Arial Narrow. Now, I typed the words Arial Narrow, but that's not really what it is. I gotta go find my font. And there it is. If I make it bold, you'll notice what it does as a bold looking font. It needs a space. That'll make my little red underline go away. I could also put it in italics. There it is, plain but in italics. I could also go back and then underline something else, and you get the idea. This is bold and italic and underline. Use them to set information apart. They're used for titles, section headings, something you want to create interest with. You can find them here on the toolbar. You can also find them up here in Format under Text. And that is that.